What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to basketball, and more importantly, welcome back to the NBA Progress Report. This is a series where we take a look at young players around the NBA and see how they're progressing throughout their young careers, because let's face it, after a player's rookie year, we tend to forget about them a little bit. We move on to other things that are shiny and new, but those are important years after that. So that's what we're doing in this series. We're going to take a look at players in their second through fourth years while they're still on their rookie deals and just see how they're progressing. And we do this in a couple areas. The first is through analytics. We'll take a look at some of those. Then I've got this nifty little spreadsheet that I've put together that comes with a fully packed, studied white paper that I developed myself that you can actually get access to if you want. And basically, we'll be able to pull up any player in the NBA. Last episode was Stephon Castle, and just take a look and see what areas they specifically need to improve in, which ones are they falling in, so on and so forth. But most importantly, we're diving into a bunch of film. So if you guys are interested and you wanted to look at some Alex Sarr stuff with me, then you're in the right place. But anyway, before we do that, make sure that you guys like, subscribe, and comment. I've responded to every single comment to my YouTube channel up to this point, and I intend to keep on doing so. This is a special Sunday presentation of things because the last episode of the NBA Progress Report has been performing very, very well to start today off, and actually it was posted 2 days ago, but I wanted to reward you guys, give you guys another episode. People asked for this one specifically, so I'm putting in a little bit of extra work and giving it to you. That's how I want to treat these series. We also have the rookie report last week in the film room. Great videos if you want to watch those as well. But anyway, let's go talk about Alex Sarr. And that brings us back to the NBA Progress Report spreadsheet. For those of you that don't know, I build spreadsheets all the time on this channel. I'm a big spreadsheet guy. It kind of helps me articulate everything going on in these YouTube videos. And if you want access to this special and unique progress report spreadsheet that I built, you can actually get access to it along with the white paper that explains all of the logic and math going on in order to kind of make these report cards in the background. All you have to do, go hop on the Discord. Link is down in the description below. It's free. Go over to the announcements channel once you're there and you can download it there. It's that easy, that simple. Okay. Alex Sarr. Again, putting this video out on a Sunday for you guys because I'm feeling generous. Sorry, I yawned just a little bit. I'm really tired, actually. But basically, the video's doing very well. This series has done very well so far, despite most of these videos that I'm putting out recently getting demonetized. This is the year of quality for me. I wanted to bring you guys something special, and you requested Alex Sarr. Last year, Alex Sarr, second overall pick, and it was a fine season, right? Like, I looked at it, he was pretty much right in line with my expectations. Like, defensively, I thought he was really impressive in a lot of facets. He also played for the Washington Wizards, and things looked very gross on the basketball court last year. It's no surprise Washington wasn't very good this last year. They're still not a good basketball team this year, but it feels like things are at least trending in the right direction with some of the new management and what I've seen on the court so far this year. But anyway, Alex Sarr was pretty much within expectations last year, at least for me. But he's had a pretty awesome start to his second season. Like, he's kind of been like the dude for this Washington Wizards team this year, which was not something I necessarily expected. And now, mind you, let's put this out right now. We are not even 3 weeks really into this. Well, maybe we're just about 3 weeks into the NBA season. Like, these grades that you're going to see here and all the analytics that we'll take a look at, it's a small sample size. Do not judge players this quickly. Like, give it 20 games into a season before you're really judging a team and its players. We have a lot of data that tells us that's how long it takes teams and players to really get going in a season. And then more so with young players, like, this stuff's going to change. They're going to have ups and downs. So don't take any of this as gospel for like the whole year or whatever. Continue to evaluate kind of as we go and we get more data and sample size for things. But I'm not necessarily surprised to hear and see that he's been playing a little bit better this year. They have more vets on the team, right? And other people playmaking for him. Just in like basic scheme things, I've seen him not just being asked to stand in the corner sometimes offensively, which doesn't make sense. They're actually using him as more of a big man this year. And we'll take a look at it in the film specifically, but I'm very curious to kind of get into the film, see what's going on with this guy, and kind of talk about it there. But first, let's take a look at some data, right? So here's Alex Sarr, and at least just like the shooting numbers for now, from rookie season to now. And you can see just like true shooting way up, effective field goal percentage way up. He's shooting better all around the court. He's shooting 45% from three right now. That's probably not maintainable, but it's pretty incredible. He's much more respectable at the rim right now. The mid-range is looking better, right? We don't care as much much about that. We're hitting free throws, like points are up, attempts are just like up at the rim, which is a great thing, right? We're not shooting quite as many 3-pointers now. Again, he was standing in the corner so much last year. Honestly, let's just like take a look at this. Like, look at this. Look at how much like pick and pop there was like in his first season right here versus this second season. He's actually being used as the big man. Thank you very much, Washington. It wasn't that fucking hard to not just stick him out there on the perimeter. Just let him be big and athletic. It's not overly complicated. He's 7 foot and mobile. That's all we really need to do right now. And more of his shots are being assisted right now, which is nice too. Again, you have some actual vets on the team. You don't just have like a Bub Carrington out there running things. Nothing against Bub Carrington. He was just a rookie point guard last year, right? And that makes things a little bit more complicated, right? So those are kind of the things that like I was looking at for things. We don't actually have like EPM numbers to really look at yet because we've only played 8 games at the time of recording this. I'm recording this on Friday, just an FYI. So if anything's changed, there you go. But even just looking at some of this stuff, rebounding is up tremendously this season to start. The assist percentage is way up. Turnovers are up as well, but that's kind of to be expected a little bit. Somehow he's blocking even more shots, which is crazy. And again, probably because they're a little bit more organized this year. And you're in your second season. You're just a little bit more aware of everything. So everything's pretty much up right now, and we're moving in a really good direction really, really quickly to start the year, which is awesome. So I want to start diving into the film and kind of see what's up with him. We've got 3 games of film to take a look at here, all of them in which Alex Sarr played very well. We have a 31-point game against the Sixers. First, this was an overtime game, so obviously stats a little bit inflated here, but 13 for 23, made some threes, in it 11 rebounds. We'll take a look at the assists. We also had the same amount of turnovers, which we don't necessarily like, and we'll take a look at defense. So that's the point of all of this stuff here, and that's kind of what we're going to start to take a look at. So let me get his shots pulled up here, and we'll start diving into the film. I'm excited to watch this, man. I don't know about you guys. I've had a lot of fun watching the Wizards this season because I feel like they actually run a lot of competent offense this year, and it's just cool to see like young guys growing up and like getting better. That's the basketball I kind of like to watch the most because of my background in player development, right? It's just something that kind of gets me excited to see growth. It's something I like. By the way, before we watch the film, these videos get demonetized instantly. It's just what it is. Your boy is focusing on quality of content rather than financial gains of content this year. But this is my PSA to YouTube right here. Look, this is not my content right here. This is the NBA's content, but I should be protected under fair use because I am making educational content and putting my own spin on things. I'm stopping clips, adding extra context, thus making it transformative content for the people of YouTube. So don't demonetize me, please. I'm putting it in the description as well. They're still gonna demonetize me because they're assholes and they want to protect big business, which, yeah, fair enough, I get it. But anyway, let's take a look at Alex Sarr. He's the big motherfucker, if you didn't know that already. And going up against Joel Embiid, given not a very mobile Joel Embiid, but a Joel Embiid nonetheless. So let's see, what are we doing? We're ripping, we're just going into the post, going right over. Fair enough. It's kind of interesting that they just kind of wanted him to go at Joel Embiid this early in the game, but hey, fair enough. You're trying to get your dude started. Embiid just like can't jump right now, man. It's tough to watch. Also, shout out Keyshawn George playing pretty well to start this season as well. But we got the 2 vets on the court, CJ McCollum, Chris Middleton. Great having them. Cool to see Bub out here early. Love this right away. You guys already know what I'm going to say if you've been watching these videos for a long time. You rolled the correct direction. Look at this. You set the screen, you opened up so you could see the ball the entire time. Now look at this. You're playing 2-on-1 right here. Middleton looks like he's going to cut right now. Okay, he drops into the dunker spot. That's perfect. That's where he's going to stay. Vets, you're doing the right thing. Don't cut all the way through because then you're interrupting people, right? What happened here? What happened to Bub? Did he just like get caught up with? I made the pass a little bit early right here. So this is young point guard things, right? It'd be nice if you had him beat, get your ass on this guy, and now make him play 2-on-1. But instead, Sarr's going to go in. He's going to get absolutely blocked. And it's like, oh, okay. Way to go up strong. Again, Joel Embiid can't really recover very well right now. This is going to be the same shot because there was 2 shot possessions there, but very good. Middleton going in on the rookie right here, and right off the bat, we're getting a jumper. Let's evaluate the jump shot, right? Because when we took a look at Alex Sarr during the draft process, right? Because I cover all the young players, all the players about to get drafted and everything. When we looked at his form, I was like, it's really not that bad. Like, it hadn't had a lot of success yet, but I was looking at it, I'm like, we can make something out of this. I don't have a problem with that. And look, your boy's always a little bit narcissistic with that stuff because I've had a lot of success as like a shooting coach in my player development days, and I've made some pretty good shooters in my time, so I like to think that I can fix anything and coach anything. when I look at him, I think it's possible, right? That's all I'm kind of trying to articulate. But right off the bat, feet look great. 45 degrees, opposite of the shooting arm. He's a righty, so we want it 45 degrees to the left, right? The ball, it looks like it's going to follow up his right eye right here, which is perfect. You should go from right hip past right eye all the way up and good. We want his feet to jump together here, and they do. Very, very good, Alex Sarr. And it's long. I can live with long. Not a big deal. Not a bad miss by any means. All right, going into the high post. What's going on here? Looks like a little bit of hub offense, maybe. It seems like, you guys tell me, it feels like hub offense is on the rise again. Like, it kind of like started off and then it died. This year, it feels like we're going to like hub offense a little bit more. What does that mean? Basically means bigs are getting the ball around the nail right here. And they're kind of just like, we're doing action. We're not doing as much like on-ball screening and stuff. We're going to do off-ball screens with the big man here, because now we've like kind of gotten into the paint a little bit more. Off-ball shit happens. The big man kind of facilitates things after this, which speaks to how good big men are getting, but also it's my favorite offense. When I've been hired to go install offenses for like college basketball teams and stuff, I install a hub offense every time, at least every time that I've got a player that I can do it with. And I gotta tell you, like, my success rate with that stuff has been incredible. And look, college basketball players are easier to trick, but you know, is what it is. So here we go. We got a little bit of hub stuff going on, and he's just gonna pull it right here, which, like, fair enough. I mean, like, if nothing else is gonna happen, the form looks really good there. It looks really, really good. Cool shot. Great stuff. All right, here we go. We're going back at it. We're spinning again. Oh, we're trying. We're not quite getting around him. That's a tough-ass shot. That's good defense by Joel, honestly, but even a better shot by Alex Sarr. But, yeah, we need to get a little bit more with it. So here we go. A little bit more hub stuff going on right now. You see a bunch of off-ball shit going on. We're just going. We're trying to attack. Just go up, fade away, bang. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Here we go. We're setting some off-ball stuff. Give me the basketball. A Dembona. What happened to you here, my friend? What happened to you here? So he didn't want the back door, and he just fell asleep completely. The form looks great, man. Form looks really good. I'm impressed. I'm impressed. Here we go. Handoff. And coming on through right here. Great pass by Chris Middleton. See, he drew both defenders here. This looks like it's going to be a nasty dunk. Hey! Yep, he's big. There you go. Love it, love it, love it. Set a screen. Roll the right way. Thank you. Thank you. We love it. Now, Bub, what are we going to do here? Boys and girls, what have we learned, right? Keep the ball a little bit longer. Actually drag the big man into it. And look at what you did. You did it. You did it. The Wizards, you're doing it. You're doing it, Washington. I'm so proud. I'm so proud. That's progress. See, we saw the difference in the film right there. I'm so hyped about this. This is a Sunday, by the way. You getting hyped like this on a Sunday. It's like an Atlanta church up in here. That's what I'm talking about. All right, what are we doing? Well, we're just going straight to the pull-up. We feeling ourselves. Not a shot that I necessarily endorse a ton, especially with this much time left on the clock. I feel like we could get something else going. We got a lot of shooters on the court. Not the best decision. Young player, right? A lot of growth still needs to happen, but I just want to point out, ooh, okay, see, we putting the ball on the floor a little bit. Big man, feet. His feet on these spin moves hasn't looked great so far. So some of the post control and stuff, that's something we'd like to get a little bit better. He fell into the block here. It'd be nice if he would have just kind of been able to kind of finish his move and go up on this side. We haven't seen like a left hand finish either, is what I'm noticing so far. Young players, why can't you all use your left anymore? What the fuck's going on? Practice, 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 practice. So some early things we're noticing there. Post footwork and scoring, we'll see. We'll see. George doing the right thing here, and we're stepping out and hitting again. Money. Feet came together nicely. It's looking good. Ooh, we got a top angle. All right, set the screen. Bub rejects it. Pretty solid. That's fine. Oh, no! Oh, we don't need to see it again. We just gonna move on. That's a tough miss. Yeah, it's a tough miss for a 7-footer. I feel it, though. Your boy's been missing his layups, too. All right, here we go. Here we go. Good pass. And again, just kind of the footwork around the rim. He's getting a little bit kind of caught up here. A little bit caught up. Like, it worked out, but something we could improve on. Just kind of like this finishing footwork around the rim. And that's something we can totally work on. I love this right away. I love this right away. So look at this. Catch the ball. He sees Embiid's kind of giving him this space right here. He's going to power rip through, and he's going to try to go all the way. He gets him off his feet, goes up. Great stuff. I hate the pump fake. Like, these little, like, pump fakes right here ain't going to get nobody. Like, I want to, and then go up and through. But, yeah, you really got to sell that shit. Like, don't, be an actor, man. Be an actor. Sell that shit. shit. Hit him with the eyebrows. Here we go. We got another jumper right here. The feet came together nicely. It looks like he kind of hesitated at the end of this shot right here. I don't know who this is right here. I don't need you on my screen right now. I'm sure you're a nice person. Maybe. I guess I don't know that. I don't know why I'm assuming she's a nice person. She could be racist for all I know. Because where are we right now? We're in Washington? Oh, yeah. I've met plenty of people in Washington that are a little racist. Anyway, we move on. Jump together. It's Sunday. It's Sunday for y'all. All right, here we go. Set the screen. We roll. Okay, he's going to try to set a... I thought he was going to take a charge right here, but he does not. Sarr gets into the right spot, goes over the top. Great finish. I love how right here, held his arm out, right? Like, held it a little bit afterwards, right? Like, really hold that follow through. I love that. Right over... Is that Watford? I think it is. Nice stuff. It is Watford. Cool, cool, cool. Good finish. We move on. We move on. All right, we're ripping right off the bat already. I like this. But here's what I'd like to see, rip-wise, right? I want to see it one more time. I hate that when I double-click this happens. Honestly, the rip is pretty good. The footwork is pretty good. The one thing that I wish he wouldn't have done, he kind of stepped like sideways more so than forward right here. But you know, I'm talking about a 7-footer right here, and I should probably just shut the fuck up is what I should do. I'm being ticky-tacky. All right, and see, he already had him beat right there. You already had him beat. Some of the finishing work at the rim needs to be better. You had him beat. Just go up off of 2, dunk that shit. Everybody loves you. Just get money after that. That's all you gotta do. Go get some money. Instead, some tricky footwork around the rim. So that's definitely something we need to improve on. Great pass. Here we go. Jump to get... Oh, he didn't quite jump together on this one. Let's take a look. Upper half looks good, and it was long. It was long. Yeah, that's fine. It's fine. It's not a bad miss by any means. It just looked a little bit better. It came together. All right, here we go. Ooh, oh boy, Kelly Oubre, good defensively. Here we go, here we go. See that? Oh my God, goaltending. Can I get no goaltending? No? Okay, it might not have been. No, it wasn't. Bona got up there, man. I like Bona. I do. Here we go, clank. We move on. Move on. What are we doing? We're going to a lot of like post-ups over here, and we're not doing quite as much hub stuff as I want. Okay, we rolled off correctly. That's great. He got into the shot form really well that time. Take a look at this one. So rolled out. He, see how he kind of like jumps into it, 1-2. Feet come together. It's great, man. That's great. We'll take 40% every day, man. You'll make a lot of money being 7 foot blocking shit and hitting those threes. Here we go, CJ, and now we're back to what Alex Sarr was doing last year. He's comfortable out there. Airballed it. It's long. It's going to happen. It's not a huge deal. I can live with it. I can live with it. And we're back to the first quarter. Okay, I want to take a look at these assists. How are we getting these assists? Are we getting them out of the hub, or what's going on? Let's take a look. We're not going to take a look at a ton of assists in this video. We might take a look at some of the blocks more so, and more of the defensive possessions, but he had 5 in this one, so I want to see it. Okay, so yeah, just kind of setting this. That ain't no assist. We talk about this in every video. That ain't no fucking assist. Come on now. Here we go. 2 people rolled off here. They didn't know what they were doing with this play right here. Was this supposed to be Spain? It might have been. I can't quite tell. Here we go. Next right pass. CJ, he ain't missing those. Bang. Good, just extra pass. Nothing special. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, Chris Middleton got 2 again. This is interesting. So we're ripping. We didn't want to hit CJ on this one. Little bit confused about that, but all right, we attack, we're ripping. Kind of a nothing one there. Kind of a nothing one there. So not the best decision right there. Here we go. What did I find? Give it up to Corey. Way to go set the screen. Yep, just basic offensive set right there. Nothing too crazy. Ooh, what was Bona doing? What was Bona doing? Here we go. Here we go. Again, kind of a nothing assist right there. Okay, so nothing really to write home about playmaking-wise right here. What did the turnovers look like now? Are we... I didn't mean to click on that. Are they going to look like a, hey, we messed up our footwork? Are they travels? Like, what's kind of going on here? Is it poorly timed passes? I'm curious to see. All right, we're going. Setting the screen. What are we calling on this? That's offensive. Really? I guess he kind of tripped him, didn't he? Did he? Yeah. I don't know. I don't know about that one, Chief. I don't know. We'll see. All right, we kind of saw this play already. So what happened here? Like, what happens after this? So he gets this. He goes up. What did they call a travel on that? Oh, wait, let me go back. Did they call a travel on that? Because he came down with the basketball and it never hit the rim? Here we go. Did he really throw it over the top right here? Hold up. Oh my God, he did. That's a travel, y'all. That's a travel. So if you throw the ball up, it doesn't hit the rim. I have to explain this in pickup way more often than you'd think, and it pisses me off that y'all don't know this. Yeah, you throw the ball up, and it like doesn't hit the rim or anything, and then you come back down with it. That is a travel. That is a travel. So yeah, okay, here we go. And see, these are some of the things we got excited about with Alex Sarr. Look at Watford trying to keep up with the play right here. He's like, is like, we see the coordination and everything right here. The dribbling looks a little bit less than desirable right now. I don't know if that's so much on him necessarily. It was not a good pass by any means, but like it was catchable for sure. Come on, young fella, we got it. But yeah, some improvements still need to be made. Great defense there. What happened? Wait, what? Oh, they gave that was a different one. That was someone else's turnover. I'm confused by that. All right, here we go, and just gets stripped again. A little bit of the finishing around the rim right here, just not having great situational awareness for that. Okay. Fair enough. How many blocks did we have in this one? Can I take a look at the 2 blocks in these? Because one of my favorite things about Alex Sarr from his from the scouting tape I did on him, as well as what I did last year, is he is so good at rotating over from unconventional spots and playing good rim defense. So I want to see this. I want to see this. So this is just Embiid doing Embiid things, right? And I take it he doesn't get off the ground all that well. Oh, nope, he's going to get an offensive rebound. You don't see who's behind you. There we go. That shit's going to happen. Here we go. Here we go. So nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy. We come over and help at the last second. Good block. Great stuff. All right, let's take a look at some of the other defensive field goal attempts, and I promise you we'll get on to more games and stuff, and we'll take a look at more of the offensive stuff. But let's get kind of an idea for things here, because, man, he's got 20 of these things. 20 shot attempts against him. And look, bigs, that's going to happen a little bit more, right? So let's take a look. Let's take a look. This is great defense so far. He's kind of playing a little bit of drop coverage. They're kind of saying, like, Embiid, he's not doing much to us out here right now. We want to take Tyrese Maxey away. Solid closeout. Whatever. Fair enough. Fair enough. We move on. Move on. Here we go. What do we got? What do we got? Where is he right now? He's right here. He's guarding a guard. He's 1 pass away. So where do we want to be right now, boys and girls? Just hand right here. Kind of hand right here. Just a step below him so he's in the right spot. Just kind of looking back and forth. We want to be able to see both. Embiid's going to go, and what happens here? Okay, that doesn't really count as anything, but I got to explain a little bit of 5-star defense to you. Here we go. Here we go. Does that really count either? I appreciate that you didn't just jump at it so you could stay in the play. Fair enough. Here we go. He's going to try to go. Embiid's got really good footwork despite everything else, man. He's got really good footwork. He's just kind of like smooth with it, and he's strong, and he held him off well. So, I don't know. Not much you can do about that one. Here we go. Here we go. We're playing drop. We're playing drop. Is that... What happened there? What was the defense on this one? So we're here, and so number 1 mistake, if you're a big man playing like drop coverage, we've talked about this before, you got to keep it even with the big right here. You got to keep it parallel. You can't let him kind of get below you, otherwise the alley-oop is going to go up, right? Because as soon as they see he gets by, so he's about a half a step in front of him right now, that's when they're going to throw the alley-oop. And, okay, like it wasn't a great alley-oop, but, you know, is what it is. Here we go. Here we go. Great move by Maxey. We're here. They're taking a tough-ass shot. Okay, not a ton of interesting stuff necessarily in any of these. We're boxing out. He just gets manhandled by Drummond, which everyone kind of tends to. He's a big man, and he's going to try to go back up, and he's going to finish right through. I'm glad that you didn't foul him, but that's difficult. All right, Max, look at Drummond, just move him. Look at this shit. Watch, as soon as it goes up, bro, if you don't get the fuck off me, give me that stupid shit. Come on, come here. He is big boying the shit out of him, which, look, again, not many people stronger than Drummond in the NBA, right? I believe Andre Drummond has, like, the hardest, like, dunk. How do they measure, like, like, how strong, like, a gator can bite and stuff like that? I can't remember like I can't remember the term for energy that they use for this, but I think Andre Drummond like maxed, or he had the highest like dunk threshold like ever or something like that. It's kind of crazy. Okay, that's a good closeout, honestly. I can support that. I'd like the hands to be a little bit higher, but we're here. Let's just see one more, because this film hasn't been too interesting, and he's just getting manhandled by the other bigs with this one. That's solid. Why'd you leave your feet? Why'd you leave your feet? And you didn't even jump to the correct place right here. Ah, hate to see it. Hate to see it. Let's move on to the second game. In this game, Alex Sarr, 8 for 16. He didn't make any of his three-pointers in this one, but 19 points overall, 8 rebounds, 7 assists. Oh boy, we got to see some of that maybe. 2 blocks, only 2 turnovers. This is a good game, y'all. This is a good game. In under 30 minutes, mind you. Very impressive. Very impressive. And this is against the Knicks. So not a bad basketball team by any means. So we got some hub stuff here. We're attacking. We're attacking the big purr. Tough shot, fall away. Not going to make all those. It's okay. Shout out Koulibaly back on the court. We appreciate that. Look at this, like some nice like off-ball stuff going on right here. Look at how shocked he is, of how open he is. He's like, oh my God, it's me, Justin Champagny. Remember me? Pass me the ball, please. And so we're going through. Pass. See, oh my Lord. Like, good for you for being athletic or whatever, but like, again, just take another step, like, use the momentum. We saw like Duran doing this, like, when we were kind of watching his film earlier last week, like, taking another step in and going up. What's the point of being this big and this athletic if you're not gonna have some fun doing it, big fella? Like, I appreciate like that and putting OG on a poster and everything, but damn. Here we go. We already saw this play because there's 2 shot attempts on it. We move on. Here we go. Here we go. Get the ball. We're just ripping. We're just ripping, which like I appreciate. And 1. Good stuff. Played off 2 feet. I can live with it. I can live with it. Again, we're kind of trying to do... This is a little bit confusing to me. Like, it seems like when their possession breaks down, like clearly they're 14 seconds in, they've run some sort of set, they got nothing out of it, right? And so now Sarr's just going to the nail, trying to post up. It's not an ideal place to get the ball, but okay, we're going in the pick and roll. He pops right here. That's great. Jumper, it looks really good. Oh, Jesus, what happened there? What happened there? What happened? So let's see. The ball went to the side of his face. Yeah, that won't do. Just try and shoot it from the side of your face. See how it feels. That would be why it went so far to the right. I was looking at his feet only. I'm gonna keep it real with you, because I saw some feet problems last year. Here we go. Here we go. That is a young man's pass right there. That scared the shit out of me. Like, I just had a flashback to my college coach being like, AVC, what the that is what I imagined right there. So, boys and girls, do not do post-entry passes unless you are free throw line extended and below. NBA players will steal that shit. The fact that they didn't is very lucky. That pass should not be happening, Mr. Will Riley. Here we go. We're attacking, playing off 2. Good stuff. Good stuff. I'd like you to be faced up a little bit more, but again, not too shabby, not too shabby. We're stepping into a 3-pointer. Miss, but a good miss. I can live with it. CJ, go find. Good find. We're done with this play. I don't care. Oh, did something else happen? What happened here? Oh my goodness, a lot happened. Okay, good pass. And again, Deuce McBride scaring the bejeebers out of everybody. Oh, whoa. Oh, we might have to push and shove a little bit after that. We might have to push and shove. Trey Johnson coming over the top. We love this. We love this kind of action. Go in, attack. Thank you. That's a little bit better. That's a little bit better. He actually took kind of an extra step this time. Look, he's all right. Here we go. Let's just go up and in. I'm bigger than you. What I don't want to see, though, is a little bit of this. Watch. See, he's kind of got like his arms bent just a little bit still. Just watch. See if I can pause it at the right place. He's kind of leaning back still like he's afraid he's going to get blocked. You're the 7-footer. Go up. Hold that ball up. Marc Gasol literally just used to walk into the lane like this. Just hold it up because he's like, who the fuck's going to block me? Just go up with it. Just go up. Be big. But good stuff. And I know I'm being like critical and everything, and for those of you that like get mad about shit like that, you're a little bitch, and this is why you're never going to achieve anything. Just keeping it a buck with you. This is coaching, right? This is coaching. He is playing very well. He's playing great basketball right now, but we're improving, right? This is year 2 of the process, and that's what this video is all about. How do we continue to improve? I want everything to be awesome at some point. Here we go. Hey, I'm big and athletic. I'm Alex Sarr. Here we go. Here we go. I like the rescreen. Good pass. Okay, see, we're attacking. I like that. I like that more. And look what you were able to do because of it. Look what you were able to do because of this. So watch. Watch. I know you're watching. You're already watching the video, but I'm telling you to watch even more. So we saw the opening right here, which is great. And we decided to attack. We put the ball on the ground. You don't know how hard this is for a 7-footer to do. I should probably be emphasizing this more. That's crazy, right? That's awesome stuff. And this time he went like a little bit more straight. He's still leaning back a little bit, but this was a lot better. This was a little bit more straight up and down. And because of that, he was able to get down and go back up to go take another shot attempt right here. And that's fine. Like, I can live with that. I can live with that a little bit more. We need you to make that shot, but that's an improvement from the last one. There's multiple shot attempts in here, so I don't need to see it multiple times. Here we go. All right, just coming down. That was an interesting place to kind of run this play from. Look at this. George, one thing that you got to do right here, my boys, is if you realize, and I'm talking to Keyshawn George right now, when you see Anunoby cheating the play like this, you need to recognize that and you need to pop out here so that Sarr can hit him, right? Because that way, that's why he was able to catch up to you. Here we go. Good pick and roll right here. Throw that up. Hey, good stuff. Good play, though, George. Way to facilitate a little bit. Here we go. Pick and roll the right way. Oh my God, scary pass. You didn't see everybody in the paint right there. Shamit was even surprised. He was, oh my God, that's a young player. I can't believe he threw that pass. I'm bigger and more athletic than you. Still no left hand. We haven't seen much left hand out of him. We got to work on that. Young fella. Here we go. And we're just ripping right off the bat. And Towns is ready for it. You know, Towns been around the league for a little bit at this point. Not the best defender in the world historically, but like, look, we've seen this a couple times now. Players pick up on the moves pretty quickly. So look, he's like, hey, okay, I'm ready for you. Towns did the right thing defensively even too. Watch this. Watch what he does with his feet. Good first push off with it. And we're taking a very difficult shot. That's great defense by Towns. Better offense by Sarr. Good stuff. Here we go. What are we doing? We stepping right into it, I guess. I don't even know if that was a 3-point attempt. Foot was very close. Very, very close to it. But he jumped together. Didn't look that bad. He just kind of rushed it. That's why it was short. So whatever. We move on. Here we go. We're taking another one. That one, like he kind of pushed that ball a little bit more. Look at this. It didn't quite get as high of extension as he normally does. He kind of pushed it outwards a little bit more. So something to watch for there. And are we back to the first? I believe we are. Yeah, we saw this at the beginning. So we move on. Do we want to take a look at the assists again? I think so. I think we take a look at the assists for this one again, because he had 7 of them. That's pretty awesome. This was a pretty all-around game for the guy. And look, this is a more in-depth video. You know, it is what it is. Let's take a look at Alex Sarr assists, because that's what we're here to do. All right, catch the ball. We got hub offense going on. So what's going to happen here? Are they going to switch Landry Shamet and OG Anunoby? Are they worried about Keyshawn George because he's been hitting some shots early on? He's been kind of a flamethrower. Is Koulibaly going to get all the way to the rim? Jalen Brunson here should probably have a foot in the lane just in case, because how many passes away is he? He is 1 pass away, 2 passes away at a minimum. So you can step out here a little bit more, because for the time it takes the ball to get over here, you can get back and close out. So right here, boom, and Brunson didn't help. Look at that. Koulibaly. Dude, I remember when my legs used to feel like that. They don't feel like that no more, though. You got them young French legs, them young baguettes down there. Here we go. Damn. Okay. Fair enough. Let me see this. Is this an assist? No, that's... How many... No, that ain't no assist. He did all that himself. You don't get an assist for setting a screen. Here we go. George. Okay. We're looking. Brunson wants that basketball. Where are we at right here? Okay, we're going to flash right here. What are we doing? Just another handoff. Okay. I guess I can give you an assist for that one. Again, not doing too much assist-wise, though, but they're getting him involved in a lot of these situations, which is good. All right, back to the hub. Here we go. Fair enough. They don't trust Koulibaly's shooting. The numbers would back that up most of the time, so here we go. George initiating. Throw that bitch up. Thank you. Oh, he couldn't quite finish it. What happened? And why was he able to throw this right here? Because Anunoby didn't get the rim right here. And I get it. There's a guy running at you. You want to pick him up and everything. But, wasn't quite able to get it. He's going to throw it out there. Koulibaly's going to hit. Cool. Fair enough. Nothing too crazy to see there. Can I get some more hub stuff? Here we go. I like it. I like it. Good stuff. Nice read. Way to not just go straight for the handoff. What did we kind of see right here? We saw Anunoby kind of biting this way, watching for CJ, and there we go. And Towns guarded nobody. Towns guarded nobody. Towns is a very bad pick and roll defender historically. Here we go. More hub. More hub. What are we doing? What are we doing? We're giving the ball up again, setting screens. Fair enough. Fair enough. So he's getting a lot of assists just because they're putting him in so many hub opportunities. Here we go. Oh, we already saw this one. We already saw this one. Okay, cool. Should we go see the defense? Because going up against Cat is a lot different than going up against Joel Embiid right now. So I say we take a look at that and kind of see what's going on. 32 defensive field goal attempts in this one. Ooh! Ooh! All right, fuck it. Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm not going to watch them all, but let's watch some. Because, again, I like these videos being a little bit longer and everything, right? Where these are meant to be detailed, educational, right, YouTube? Educational content, you fucks. But anyway, yeah, I like these to be a little bit more detailed. So here we go. Here we go. And I should be checking work messages, too, just to make sure I'm not missing anything. Nope. Ooh, De'Aaron Fox expected to make his season debut tomorrow. That'll be interesting. Breaking the fourth wall a little bit for you guys here. Isn't that fun? All right, here we go. Here we go. Oh, I need you to fight a little bit harder around them Karl Anthony Towns off-ball screens right here. Because, look, you're used to playing against bigs. I get it, right? That's Karl Anthony Towns. That boy can stroke that thing. That's the big purr. You got to get up on him. You just can't let Landry Shamet screen you out of the play. That's not acceptable. Here we go. Here we go. What we doing? What we doing? All right, all right. The big part, you gotta know he's gonna do shit like that, man. You gotta know, and maybe you're okay with it. Maybe that's part of the game plan. I don't know, but I've seen Cat just run up and shoot that so many times. He does that KD shit. Here we go. What's gonna happen? So again, we got a much more mobile big on us. A much more mobile big, and he's just gonna attack. We're seeing a strength issue for Alex Sarr early on. He is getting manhandled, and look, how old is he? 20? I don't know if you guys have ever had a health education class before, but this guy's got a couple more years of like putting on muscle and growing into his body still. So please, I don't want to see any comments like, AVC, Alex Sarr is such a wimp. He's such a twig, AVC. Oh my God. Well, guess what, Billy? You're a twig too, and you're done growing. So I don't know what to tell you, but no, he's going to keep growing. He's going to be fine. They'll put more muscle on him and stuff. I don't know if in his body type I see him getting like all that bulky, like an Andre Drummond or like a Cat. They're a little bit thicker, right? Most cats do get fat, don't they? But no, he'll get stronger is what I'm saying. Like they'll put on more muscle and stuff like that. Don't worry about it. He's just biologically smaller right now. Is how it is, right? Is how it is. Here we go. Here we go. We guarding the big purr. Guarding the big purr. Okay, good switch. Okay, fair enough. Cool, 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 cool. Kind of a nothing one right there. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? CJ McCollum staying on his ass. Great defense, CJ. That's such good defense. Oh, and the big purr. The big purr just moving him. Oh, good block. Way to use your lengthy arms. Let me see this. Hey, bump. Good block overall. And you jumped. You jumped. You just couldn't help yourself. And you got to go get the ball. Oh, my God, the big purr. He said, oh, my God. I already know he said that, like, when he went back up. Here we go. Here we go. So what should you be doing right here? You're watching for the pick and roll. You also can't give up the alley-oop. Champagne's helping. That's the right thing to do. Champagne's taking away a lob right here. This is the play we already saw. There was 3 shot attempts on that one. I didn't see it. But you got a little bit of extra context. You're welcome. You're welcome. Here we go. Here we go. You took over that play right there. That's fine. That's fine defense. We take that. We live that shot. We'll live that shot. Here we go. Oh, he called a switch. Good communication right there. He got over the top. He said, hey, switch, switch, switch. And this is something I do see Alex Sarr maybe being able to do in his career. I think he's got enough coordination on him and less. Yes, we've seen some of the lack of maybe like footwork close to the rim. That's just because he doesn't have the moves down. Yeah, I think he's more than coordinated for a 7-footer. So like I like this switch right here. I really do. So here we go. Jalen Brunson's like, let me break down this big motherfucker. And he did, because Jalen Brunson's good at basketball. What do they call him? Or what do the kids call him? An ethical hooper? I kind of fuck with that. I kind of fuck with that. He's got the AVC ethics of approval right here. Here we go. Set a screen by Gershon. That's a tough body to get around. I get it. You got to give up something like that. And again, gets manhandled, giving up a lot of offensive rebounds in just this little bit of film that we've seen. Here we go. We're low. Keep hands up. Keep hands up. We're shuffling. Switch. Oh, why didn't he, like, jump at him more? Interesting. I don't really know what happened there. Move on. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. He's got the big purr. Got the big purr. And yeah, he just goes right around. We've got a strength issue, boys and girls. What are we doing against these bigger bigs, right? Here we go. This is what I love. This is what I talked about earlier. Look at this. Look at this. So what his guy is up here, right? He's at the top of the key right now. You can't even see him in the frame, so I don't know who exactly he's guarding. But right off the bat, he sees somebody get beat right here. This should not necessarily be his help, but he does come over and start to help, and he's able to not quite get a stop. But I like the awareness that he kind of has to drop down and help in some of those situations. So cool. Let's watch one more. Jordan Clarkson, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Here we go, the big part. You gotta step up. You gotta fucking step up. I need better. Okay, we can't end on that defensive clip. Let's see one more. What we doing? He's too big. He's just too... Jeez! Oh, why did I go one more clip? Why did I do it? Oh, the video's ruined. You guys are never gonna think he's good at basketball now. Oh, man. Let's watch it one more time. He's saying, "Real." That's the big purr. Oh no. Oh no. He's like, the fuck did you put this kid on me for? Do you know who I am? Okay, we're gonna move on from this game right here. Let's go watch him be good at basketball a little bit more. He had 31 points in this game against the Celtics. Mind you, not the best bigs on this team. Keita, maybe not the best guy out there to be guarding Alex Sarr, but regardless, you're putting up points against NBA players, so it is what it is. Here we go. We're just attacking, man. He is just going for this stuff. And again, not quite able to finish the play, right? He's making tough shots, which is impressive, but now you'll be able to talk at the water cooler with your friends out in DC, because, you know, that's what you do. And they're going to say, like, man, Alex Sarr looking like a guy for us. And you'll be able to be the one that's like, yeah, one of the things he really has to work on, though, is kind of his footwork around the rim. Like, he's making good first moves, but some of the finishes on him aren't that great. It could be even better, right? He could use some of this athleticism. Here we go. See, we're ripping. And then, okay, see, like, that one's a little bit better. We like that. I'm starting to lose my voice a little bit, and I got another video to record today. Here we go. We're attacking. And see, we kind of settled. For that. I don't want to settle for that shot right there. We can do better. And we went 12 for 20 in this game. So think of what we could do. Oh, we're stepping back, right? Because they don't got bigs that want to be out there. That ball ended up too far on the right side. Again, what's going to happen with this one? It fell anyway. Fuck it. It's going in. Good stuff, Sarr. Here we go. Nope, don't pass that ball. Do not pass that ball. You didn't have the big, like, clearly in front of you yet. Or, here's how I should explain this better. So he hadn't beat Keita. Yeah, Keita played good defense right here, right? So he's able to recover, kind of push him out. He goes back up. Oh, didn't quite finish it. Why didn't we quite finish it right here? We fell away from the shot just a little bit. It'd also be nice if you could use your left hand there, because you're going up over your right shoulder. You shouldn't go up with the ball in your right hand. So what did we learn about Sarr? No left hand, not as good around the rim when he has to use his feet a little bit more. And again, it's not because he doesn't have the coordination. He doesn't know the moves yet. So we just got to rip the moves out. We just got to mime that shit in practice. We can get there. Here we go. All right, I'm bigger than you. Give me that shit. Rip it away. Good stuff there. As soon as he can get to his right, or that left shoulder, I should say, he's a lot more dangerous. Here we go. We're just creating. Ew. Okay. I don't like how much he's just hanging out here, though, on some of these, like, off-ball actions, though. Like, because how am I supposed to get a successful pick and roll with you kind of waiting right here, right? Because now Keita can just stay there, especially if he's hitting the 3-ball well, right? Like, just kind of flash there afterwards. That's, like, some notes I'd give to the Wizards staff more so. So we're just going to go. We're ripping. We've seen it enough times. Not as confident with the left hand, are we? Not as confident with the left hand, but I'm glad that you tried. That's all that matters. Pass that ball out here. You better step the fuck up. He's like, let me get these. Bang. Good stuff. Here we go. Oh my goodness. Look at this. Oh man, he doesn't want to give another one up, but he's gonna give another one up. I love Keita too. I really like Keita, but that's okay. Here we go. Give me this ball. I want to be the hub. He's going around. Spin move. Finish with the right. I love it. I love it. See that right there? That's playing the game of basketball. That's chess right there. He was reacting to what's going on. That's next level. What do we got here? What do we got here? Nice cut by Champagny. I like both the Champagnes. I'm going to keep it a buck with you. So he kind of saw the back of his defender's head, his spray painted head. I'm so sorry, Jaylen Brown. Look, you seem like you're cool with playing along with the joke. Not that Jaylen Brown's watching my videos, but you know what I'm saying? And you know what? He's, oh my goodness, Jordan Walsh. Speaking of a guy with no paint on his head or whatever. Here we go. Here we go. We're stepping into it. I kind of like that one. Just a little bit long. I can live with it. Again, we just got to get our footwork down. And he's a young 7-footer, right? So that's not a big deal. You should be excited by hearing that. Like, one of his biggest problems as a 7-footer is his feet aren't quite as good yet. Oh no! Not a big deal. We're attacking. We're attacking. Again, tries to use his right hand. Got a little tripped up on some of the footwork stuff here. Picked up the dribble a little too early. We're going to get there, y'all. We're going to get there, y'all, with him. And we'll talk about potential and things like that at the end of the video. Mind you guys, we have a whole analytical portion still and the whole report card to get through. So stay tuned for that. Again, right hand. But hey, good finish. Yep, kind of already saw this. I don't care. Here we go. Pass to the corner. We attack. What's going to happen here? You should be sliding more so this way right now. Okay. And Derek White has seen it enough times, right, to where he's like, okay, I know what he's going to do here. Give me that shit. Look at him. Look at Derek White right here. He's such a good defensive player. He's like, all right, I know exactly where the fuck he's going to go. Just... He's like, what if you don't give me that stupid shit? Come on, man. Here we go. You think these NBA players aren't learning, man? They figure it out after like 1 or 2 times. They really do. We're stepping into that. Form looks good. That's nice, man. That's nice stuff. So a lot of his scoring early on is because of the 3-point shooting being so good and people not really respecting him a ton. So keep that in mind, right? Keep that in mind. I like all the rescreens that they're doing here. So we get the ball up top. Oh my goodness, Hugo Gonzalez came flying in there like a free safety. Look at him. Give me that. Hugo's been a nice defender early on, man. He really has. Here we go. What do we got? Good cut. I'd like you to go a little bit more, though. A little bit more. So watch this. So what does he see? He sees the back of his defender's head right here. He's like, oh, I should cut. Give me this. I'd like you to kind of just like go a little bit harder. I know you're athletic enough. I know you are. Good move, though, regardless. And that's it. Do we want to see anything else from Alex Sarr, or have we seen enough? I think we kind of get the point so far. I think we do. So I say, let's move back to the progress report and talk about this stuff. So here's what's going to happen. I'm going to put the number 2 in here because we're comparing year 1 versus year 2. We're going to see a lot of data flow into this. And boom, look at that spreadsheet magic. All right. There's a lot going on right here, right? If you want to know, like, all of the finer details of this stuff, again, go download it. Link is in the description below. It's on my Discord, right? I'm just going to scroll through this really quickly and basically just know this is a statistical kind of model and progress report that I made up. And the reason that I made it the way that I did is I want this to also be a way to introduce people to analytics if they want to, right? That's what the white paper is for, so you can learn about all this, because you can build this yourself. I made it all with very accessible analytics that people can get their hands on. So if that's something you're interested in, you want to learn about analytics, you want to have a career like AVC one day, maybe you do something like that, right? But just taking a look at all of this stuff, we have a couple different categories that we grade people on: scoring, playmaking, defense, post skills, hoops IQ, and potential. The first 5 right here, these are all like completely numerical categories, and they're made up of all these little itty bitty categories right here. You can kind of see how they sync up right here, but you'll notice the potential grade, that's me. That's AVC. And why is that one just completely subjective? Well, I tell it right here. I say analytics only really tell half the story. The other half comes from watching games, understanding player growth, and trusting what your eyes and experience tell you. That's what this category is. That's what my company does. So I tried to add a little bit of that. So here's my scale of kind of evaluating talent, right? A 1 means that, like, in terms of potential, they're not going to make it past their rookie deal. 2, they might get a second chance somewhere, but the outlook's shaky. 3, feels like a long-term role player. 4, I see a future NBA starter here, someone that kind of figures it out. 5, real star potential. This guy could be special level trajectory, right? And so I'm zooming in a little bit right now. I gave Sarr as a rookie in because I kind of do these like actual grades like for my company or whatever when I'm doing like actual scouting reports for like an NBA team or something. I'm like, hey, this guy could be a good starter in the NBA. That's kind of what I think of him. that hasn't changed for me. I'm keeping it there, and I think he's progressing nicely in that department. I don't see anything different that would tell me no. And usually by their second year, I don't expect to change this grade very much anyway. But look at this, a C to a B minus right now in terms of things, because we're growing or staying consistent in every area. The scoring, we're increasing. We kind of saw that. Playmaking staying relatively the same. Defense is growing, which is nice. And again, I think a lot of that is more so team dependent, right? While these are all individual like stats, a lot of this stuff, especially in the defensive end, I think it's just because the Wizards have a little bit more competent team out there than they did before. They're still not a good team, but it's a much more competent one, so that helps. Post skills are growing overall. We talked about some of the defensive things overall, though, that we saw in the film, so it's important to keep those in mind. Hoops IQ about the same, potential staying the same. And again, if we want to give a more detailed look, he's going up in everything except for one, which is the security score, which means he's kind of turning the ball over at a higher frequency right now. The usage is going up quite a bit. He's a young guy. That doesn't necessarily surprise me overall, and that's okay, right? We've got a lot of other areas in playmaking that we can take a look at, like the creation score just in general, and that, again, that's a lot of game plan dependent things. You need the context with all of this analytics. We saw the hub stuff going on. That makes a lot of sense. And again, if you want to know what goes into each of these scores, just go read the white paper. Go read the white paper. I've laid it all out here, crystal clear for you. AVC made a whole report. Very, very good. But yeah, what should you take away from this? Alex Sarr is moving in the right direction. He's making progress, y'all. He is making progress, which is really exciting. He got a C grade for his first year in terms of just being like an NBA player. It's at a B minus right now. So look at that. If we want to give it a 2K overall grade, you were like a 75, and now you're like an 80. Good stuff, man. We're going the right direction. Early in the season, right? Maybe this is something we revisit at the end of the year. Maybe we'll do a video where we kind of recap like everybody and we just give like final grades on where everybody kind of finished. That could be kind of cool, but I want to know your guys' thoughts. Like, what do you guys kind of think of Alex Sarr from the film that we watched? Obviously, if you want to get a more detailed report, you would go in and like watch like a lot more than 3 games, but I want to fit this into one YouTube video, right? So I don't know. I'm kind of curious to hear you guys' thoughts down in the comments below. And speaking of the comments, let's move on to the comments of the video. Alrighty, y'all. Comment of the video is coming from our Stefan Castle progress report video. Again, the reason you guys are getting this on a Sunday, this video's been performing really well. Honestly, let me refresh it, see how we doing or whatever. Yeah, up to 1.7K views. We take that. We take that on these videos. We're actually almost at 8K 8K subscribers. That's nuts. That is pretty nuts, y'all. We're getting close to 10K. That's pretty crazy. But yeah, I want to give you guys a little reward for watching these videos and enjoying them. Maybe we'll do these more of these a week if they keep on performing well or whatever. Like, I'm down to adjust this stuff as always. But yeah, the comment of the video is coming from Gilgil2520 that said, hey, Alex Sarr next. And District Gentleman right here that said, that motherfucker been balling so far this season, looking like he might be the best out of the 2024 class. Well, you can take a look because we got the Stefan Castle one right there, and those have probably been the best too so far, right? So let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. If you want to have more great basketball conversations, go join the Discord. The link is in the description right here. It's also where you get the progress report. You got full access to it there. But yeah, as always, I appreciate you guys very, very much. I'll have a video for you guys out on Monday. Hopefully you enjoyed the 2 videos this weekend. And yeah, we'll talk to you guys later. Thanks so much. Bye.